Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. How's Eddie Frederick?
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that dominates in today's edition for Monday, 7th July 2025, and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillean Group. Trinidad and Tobago takes robust steps to protect itself from cyber attacks. Details after this important message.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
The hurricane season is now upon us, so we as Caribbean people need to remember to think safety and be prepared. Avoid venturing outside during a storm or hurricane, especially if there are strong winds. Rooftops and other debris are often blown about and can cause great damage.
Welcome back. Protecting Trinidad and Tobago against cyber attacks and helping to ensure the widespread availability of digital data while providing support for innovators are all initiatives to be implemented by the Ministry of Planning, Economic Affairs and Development in Trinidad and Tobago. TTT News has details.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Planning, Economic Affairs and Development, Sanjay Singh, said the ministry will play a key role in helping protect the nation against cyber attacks.
We are focused on implementing a robust framework and invest in the talent of our digital infrastructure to foster trust in the digital environment. Equally critical is the development of human capital. This will be accomplished through the training and retraining of civil servants, educators and professionals to lead a technical-driven future by upskilling initiatives.
PS Singh added that the ministry is focused on implementing new programs based on verifiable data. To that end, one division of the ministry is undertaking an important initiative.
The Central Statistical Office is preparing a geospatial exercise to begin mapping communities in Trinidad and Tobago to make data available electronically. This will track our physical space and can connect to the spatial development and land development goals of the Town and Country Planning Division.
He noted that the ministry is also investing in new innovators. He highlighted a specific project.
A program entitled Shaping the Future of Innovation recently handed grants to 25 local awardees with innovative business ideas. Within a range of $50,000 US to $70,000 US per recipient, this project is funded by the European Union in partnership with the IDB Lab and the Caribbean Industrial Research Institute, CRT, as an implementing agency.
PS Singh made his remarks as he addressed the closing ceremony of the American Chamber of Trinidad and Tobago's two-day Tech Hub Island Summit on Wednesday. Terry-Ann Brown-Campbell, TTT News.
In another item out of Trinidad and Tobago, Rudal Munilal says that country's forex challenges stem from past policy failures and mismanagement. The minister's rebuttal did more than just push back on the Vincentian Prime Minister's comments. He also pointed to $3 billion in exploration investments and renewed interest in the country's deep water acreage. More in this CBX Network News item.
Trinidad and Tobago's Energy Minister Rudal Munilal has delivered a blistering response to recent remarks made by the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, who likened the country's foreign exchange, forex, to monopoly money, calling the comments misguided and dismissive of the country's energy-driven economic revival. Addressing a high-level audience at the 2025 Mature Basin Energy Symposium hosted by the Society of Petroleum Engineers, SPE, on Wednesday, the minister directly confronted the controversial statement, asserting that Trinidad and Tobago's forex challenges stem from past policy failures and mismanagement, not the current government's handling of the economy.
Energy sector will continue to be the main contributor of wealth for the nation, as well as a source of much needed foreign exchange. Sadly, I recently took note of a statement made by the Honorable Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, where he made comments on Trinidad and Tobago's forex situation and indeed compared our money to monopoly money. Maybe the Prime Minister should have shared his wisdom with his colleagues who were responsible for the collapse of our economy and the shortage of foreign exchange.
The minister's rebuttal did more than just push back on Vincentian Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves' comments. He also pointed to $3 billion in exploration investments and renewed interest in the country's deep water acreage.
And as a petroleum economy, we are entering a new phase of our evolution after 117 years of commercial petroleum production. The low-hanging fruits have been exploited. Notwithstanding, Trinidad and Tobago has been recognized and is indeed a prolific hydrocarbon basin. Our deeper horizons on land and in shallow water, as well as our deep water province, has been largely unexplored. We have just metaphorically scratched the surface.
Trinidad and Tobago's Minister of Energy, Rudal Munilal.
The Dominican Republic's Minister of Foreign Affairs is warning that time has run out and Haiti faces a possible total collapse if immediate intervention does not occur.
Senior officials at the United Nations says they have gained near total control of the capital, and authorities are unable to stop escalating violence all across the country. Now, the Minister of Foreign Affairs for neighboring Dominican Republic also warning that time has run out. That is a direct quote. Haiti faces possible total collapse if immediate intervention does not occur. That is what they are saying. So yesterday, New York Congressman Gregory Meeks, the ranking member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, introduced the bipartisan Sac-Passé in Haiti Act, which translates into What's Going On in Haiti Act. If passed, it would require that Secretary of State Marco Rubio submit to Congress a comprehensive strategy to counter gang violence and advance stability in Haiti. Now, this, of course, comes after the Trump administration ended temporary protected status for thousands of Haitians living here in the United States. A federal judge did block the administration's early termination of TPS, but an appeal is likely.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick, in association with our friends at
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
The use of fake WhatsApp messages and email are believed to be what led to the transfer of millions of dollars from the CIBC Bank last month. Shane Superville of CNC3 News in Port of Spain has details.
Sources confirmed the situation unfolded in June when a senior official with the company received messages from someone purporting to be the bank's CEO, authorizing the transfer of over $14 million from a suspense processing account. It was later revealed that the CEO was unaware of the incident, but by that time, the funds had already been transferred. CNC3 News was told that some of the money has been returned to the bank following the involvement of the fraud squad. However, a quantity of the funds remains unaccounted for. CNC3 News reached out to the CIBC, however, they declined to comment on the matter. But security engineer for Checkpoint Software Securities, Travis Suku, said that cyber attacks weren't only getting bolder, but smarter as well. Suku said the trend of scammers impersonating email addresses belonging to legitimate officials wasn't a new development.
Having some behind the prerequisites for you to masquerade as that address. But there are provisions for that to happen. And it is something that has not only been happening now, but several years.
He says the evolution of sophisticated AI systems could significantly enhance the capabilities of cybercriminals.
They would have to go and look at the social profiles and look at LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, all of these things, correlate all our data and build a message targeted to that end user, right? With AI, that cuts it down significantly. AI could do analysis on the person within minutes.
But as cyber threats continue to grow and adjust to changing times, Suku says companies should also remain consistent in upgrading their own resources for their own good. Investigations into the matter continue. Shane Superville, CNC3 News.
The Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi, views his presentation of the Order of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the ORTT, as a symbol of the enduring friendship between India and Trinidad and Tobago. More in this TTT News item.
President Christine Kangaloo said the visit by India's Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi has warmed the hearts of people across Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago is immensely glad to have been able to bestow upon you, sir, our nation's highest honor, in recognition of the tremendous work that you have done with our nation over the years, and for the kindness and the generosity which you have always shown to our country and indeed our region. Your kindness and generosity to the people of Trinidad and Tobago are legendary.
In his address after receiving Trinidad and Tobago's highest honor, Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi said the recognition belongs to the people of India and reflects the shared history and cultural ties linking the two nations.
Friends, this award is being conferred on a foreign leader for the very first time, and this reflects the exceptional depth of our special relationship. The ties between India and Trinidad and Tobago are rooted in our shared history and cultural heritage. It was 180 years ago that the people from India, for the very first time, came to these shores, laying the foundations of our everlasting friendship. Though their hands were empty, their hearts were full, enriched with the values, traditions, cultural diversity of the Indian civilization.
India's Prime Minister also pledged continued cooperation and partnership with Trinidad and Tobago on the global stage.
Close friend and trusted partner, India has always focused on capacity building and skill development for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. For India, Trinidad and Tobago is not just an important partner in CARICOM, but also a very vital global partner. Our partnership holds great significance for the entire global South. As two vibrant democracies, we will continue to work together for the well-being of not just our own people, but also for the greater good of humanity.
Prime Minister Modi is the first foreign leader to receive the Order of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, underscoring what both countries describe as an exceptional bond of friendship. Mahalia Joseph Wharton, TTT News.
The Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi, views his presentation of the Order of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the ORTT, as a symbol of the enduring friendship between India and Trinidad and Tobago. More in this TTT News item. Citizens of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States OECS are set to benefit from new scholarships, improved air travel and expanded trade and tourism opportunities following high-level meetings between Prime Minister Philip J. Pear of St. Lucia and Nigerian President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Manassas Tanisclaus of the DBS News World reports.
During a joint press conference following a special session of the St. Lucian Parliament, Prime Minister Pierre expressed gratitude for President Tinubu's historic visit, highlighting the shared cultural, historical and ancestral bonds between the peoples of Nigeria and the OECS member states. Key outcomes of the summit include the formation of a joint OECS Nigerian committee to address 4 critical sectors: education, air travel, trade and tourism. Notably, the committee will immediately begin work to implement a scholarship program that will allow OECS students to study in Nigeria starting as early as the next academic year.
Our discussions were very fruitful, and I want to thank the President for agreeing so we can have some instant results from our meeting this morning. And again, on behalf of the OECS, I want to thank the President for his incisiveness and his wanting for our two countries, for our two St. Lucia and the OECS, and Nigeria for us to get closer together for the shared benefits of our people.
President Tinubu emphasized the importance of focusing on low-hanging fruits and urged swift action over bureaucratic delay. I don't look at difficulties, I look at solving problems, he stated. If we take the straight line, the shortest path, we can achieve our goals without unnecessary obstacles. For the DBS News World, Manasseh Stanislas reporting.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean. In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.